This was a pretty unusual case.
Yeah, pretty unusual. A conversation between two state leaders will be the subject of a legislative hearing tomorrow, and it could end up changing state law. And that is tonight's Channel 2 News Big Story at 5:30. We are talking about a conversation between Nevada Attorney General Adam Laxalt and the chairman of the Gaming Control Board, that's A.G. Burnett. Good evening, I'm Landon Miller.
And I'm Kristen Remington. Thanks for keeping it here tonight. Now, Burnett made that recording of the conversation without Laxalt's knowledge. Now that it's been made public, Democrats question whether or not that conversation violates conflict of interest rules. Paul Nelson is digging into this to help us better understand why this is important. Paul, what did you find in the transcripts of that recording?
Well, Kristen, it all involves a wrongful termination suit filed against the Las Vegas Sands. According to the transcripts, Laxalt asked Burnett to file a brief in that case explaining gaming law to the judge. Federal investigators say the Attorney General did nothing illegal, but Democrats say it raises red flags since the Sands owner is Sheldon Adelson, one of Laxalt's campaign donors. In a 16-page transcript, Adam Laxalt discusses the Las Vegas Sands case with A.G. Burnett after the Sands came to both of them about getting some help. After some small talk, the Attorney General got to the point, saying, quote, "Obviously, the Las Vegas Sands have requested support," to which Burnett responds, "Yep." Laxalt continues, saying, "And I think we've reviewed their broad request, and most of it is absolutely not possible or appropriate." Laxalt told Burnett he didn't want to get involved with the investigation, but instead file a brief, saying, quote, "As to the narrow piece, are you going to support? I mean, I think it'd be a 4-page amicus, and it'll be as narrow as you would be comfortable with, simply laying out, here's the law." The recording was first reported by the Nevada Independent back in February.
I think what was interesting was sort of the tone that you see coming out in between Laxalt and Burnett.
That includes a few lines where Laxalt talks about how the maneuvering could be perceived, saying, quote, "I think it's a challenging request because it'll look like the Sands is getting a special thing." He continues saying, "And so I wouldn't do anything that jeopardizes me either."
Laxalt acknowledges, this could look bad, so I don't want it to look bad, so let's just do this in a narrow way.
Democrats say they want an ethics investigation, but Republicans say the Attorney General did nothing wrong, and this is nothing but party politics since Laxalt is a likely candidate for governor.
There's a lot of variables, and there's a lot of months between now and the election, so it's hard to tell how this might truly impact that campaign.
Right now, the Attorney General acts as the lawyer for the Gaming Control Board. The hearing tomorrow is for a bill that would change that. We don't know yet if Laxalt will be on hand. We tried to talk to all parties involved in this case today, but no one wanted to go on camera until after the hearing. Covering the big story live in the newsroom, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.